As home automation becomes more common, manufacturers are starting to see potential in making most consumer electronics connected to the cloud. Sharp is one of the companies to do that with their cloud smart home security solutions. It comes with a suite of security monitoring hardware, and there's no complicated wiring required, and all of these devices are controlled with your smartphone. This is Warren from KLGadgetGuy, and we are reviewing the Sharp Cloud Smart Home Security System. The Cloud Smart Home Security System is one of the most sophisticated alarm systems that I've ever seen. The collection of security devices comprises of a 1.3 megapixel IP camera that has a built-in loudspeaker and microphone, a magnetic door sensor, a siren, remote controls, and a panic button. All of these devices are connected and controlled by a single proprietary base station called the Overclock Processing Unit, also known as the OPU. The OPU is an interesting device. It looks like any broadband router with two antennas, one broadcast radio frequency and the other Wi-Fi 802.11n. There's two USB ports on the side that lets you insert any USB flash drives to save videos and pictures from the cameras. There's no web interface setup required. Simply power it up and connect to your broadband router. Download the Sharp Smart Home app on your iOS or Android device and add the device in the app, and you are good to go. As we have mentioned on how you were able to add your devices in our first impression video, I'm not going to explain that in this review. Now, let's see how things work with these devices in real life. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is that how I'm going to arm my house alarm. So my setup is pretty simple. If you look on the top, there's the door sensor and there's the magnet that connects with the door sensor. So I'm going to arm the alarm right now. I'm going to close this door. It's going to be very simple. Just close this door to make contact with the sensor, and we're going to arm it by just going into this arm button, and we're going to press arm. There you go.
Your system is now armed.
Alright, the system is armed. As you can see, I'm connected via HSPA Plus, not my house Wi-Fi connection. So next, let's open the door and see what happens. Alright, there you go, that's the alert, it works, and the siren is actually beeping, so I'll let you hear how the siren actually is. Okay, that shows how the alarm works. Sorry for that WhatsApp message. I'm going to disarm my alarm right now. Alright.
Your system is now disarmed.
Right, so the alarm stops almost immediately. So if you have a really reliable HSPA Plus connection, the alarm should technically works. So let's move on to the next device. Next, we're going to take a look at the motion sensor. So as you know, the motion sensor triggers the alarm once it detects motion around its area. So therefore this time we are not going to arm the alarm because you literally don't know what is going to happen. But what I'm going to show you is this. So if let's say someone finds out there's this motion sensor right here and they attempt to remove the device, so this is what will happen. So I'm going to arm the alarm once again on my smartphone. Alright, we are not going to test the features because apparently motion sensor can be very confusing at times, because I did actually try it once, you know, even though there's no motion, some slight little bit of motion, it just triggers the alarm already. So let's arm the alarm as usual on my smartphone using HSPA Plus. Okay, so let's see what happens to the motion sensor. Alright, technically it should be triggering the alarm, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take out the cover, just like this, and this is what will happen. Do you see the light blinking? And check out this notice on my smartphone. So the alarm is actually beeping, but it says that device detachment detected. So this is actually a very good alarm system. Let's say if a burglar attempts to remove one of your devices or disconnect one of them when the alarm is armed, it will notify you via your smartphone. So next, I'm going to disable the alarm because it's going to get very noisy already. Alright, so just disarm. That's it. Okay, I'm going to disarm my alarm, and there you go. Alright, so I'm going to show you a couple of features on the app itself as well. So let's say if the alarm has been triggered when you go into videogram, and this is all the events that the alarm has recorded. So let's go to our recent one, and there you go. There's a picture of the outdoor camera that I've set up right here. The other camera is actually offline, I didn't turn on, but you can just play and see what happens early on. So I can just play because it's all saved into the OPU. Obviously the camera is static, you won't see any movement, but the motion and everything is saved into the OPU's pen drive itself that I've shot on the camera earlier. So yeah, this is how the Smart Cloud Home Security System works, and let's see other features that we have. Alright, what I'm going to show you right now is how you alert other family members or authorized users that is able to receive alerts via the alarm system once the alarms gets triggered. So in the Shop Security app, I've actually authorized one of my numbers to receive alerts once the alarm goes off. So next, we're going to activate the alarm manually. Let's go into video, and there's my camera that's activated. It's connected to Wi-Fi, as you can see. So I'm going to disconnect this phone from Wi-Fi just to be fair, to let you see that it is in fact triggering a phone call to my phone right here. So I'm going to trigger the alarm by pressing this button. Trigger the siren? Yes. And next, you should be seeing a phone call coming in on the Galaxy Note 3. There you go. So what you're going to do is listen, and this is what the message sounds like.
At April 18th, 2015, 12:31 and 38 seconds p.m. NYT.
Okay, so that's pretty much on the alerts, and let's move on to the next feature. And now I'm going to demonstrate how the panic button works. So this is something like an emergency button, which is very useful for old folks or any kids at home. Should they find any dangerous things happening at home, they can just press this button and it will trigger the alarm and send an alert to your smartphone at the same time. So I'm going to press it right now. The alarm is disarmed, and same thing, my phone is in my pocket connected to HSPA Plus, not Wi-Fi. I'm going to press this right now. 1, 2, 3. There you go. There you go. The siren is happening, and on my smartphone, there you go. This is what is happening on my smartphone. Okay, so apparently the Galaxy S6 is, having some issues in accessing, but there you go. I need to connect to the app once again. Once again, connect to the app. Faster, faster. Alright, I'm going to disable the alarm just like this. Press this, and there you go. The beeping goes silent and the alarm is disabled. Alright, so this is how the features of the Smart Cloud Home Security System works, and we are going to move on to the verdict of our review. The Sharp Cloud Smart Home Security System has been a reliable solution in our 1-month test. There's no need to be a genius to use the device, and anyone could simply configure the alarm system with the help of the app. The kind folks over at Sharp told us that they are using Amazon servers to power their systems, and we are glad to report there wasn't any downtime during the review period. Of course, most importantly, your smartphone data connection must be stable. There's the downside of things, like for instance, the OPU will not support exporting files to the cloud or NAS storages in the network. The USB ports sadly will not power external hard drives, and last but not the least, Sharp does not sell the hardware separately. For example, if the OPU is broken, you might need to shell out cash to buy another starter kit, and that isn't really cost effective. The Sharp Cloud Smart Home Security System starter kit retails at 24.99 ringgit and comes standard with the overclock processing unit, camera, 2 remotes, 2 door sensors with screws and batteries included. Optional accessories include the siren and panic button. I personally recommend Sharp Security System to home or small office users who wants full control and visibility of security in their premises. That's it for the full review of the Sharp Cloud Smart Home Security System. If you like what you saw, do help us by clicking on the thumbs up button and share with your friends if you think this is useful. Stay tuned for more videos on our YouTube channel, subscribe to us, and follow us on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and Instagram at KLGadgetGuy. Once again, my name is Warren, and I'll see you next time in our next video.